what is going on? As you can see, we do have a credit card that's out there, not only for self-care. I just put that on there because it was too many words to put on there. And without any further ado, I'm gonna get ready to bring myself in here. Hope everybody's having a happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I'm trying to get back on this Wednesday routine. And let me get my glasses here, my spectacles, and get ready to come up in this thing and see what everybody got going on. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Point Blank Travel. I am your host that sometimes does the most. It is your boy, Rod, and I want to thank everyone for being here. Just wanted to pop in real quick and talk about a new credit card. I won't say it's new, but it's new to me. And that is the Wells Fargo Attune Card. And I put in a thumbnail that it's going to be about self-care, and it is, but it's also got some earth-friendly bonus categories and some other bonus categories, and I'm kind of excited to see what this is all about, and really looking forward to just breaking this card down and seeing what everybody's been up to. I see we got J.R. Hill in the house. We got Edward. We got Vince Lawson. What's going on? Glad I was able to catch the live. Seeing what's going on, man. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everything. Let me double check something here, man, because I can't tell if I'm actually here. Let me see. So see if I can put it on this here. I want to see if it's actually going out because it's okay. I see the numbers moving now. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to make sure that everything was straight here. Let me mute this here. So no, I don't own a barbershop, man. I went and got my hair cut, man. What? No, dude. Every once in a while, JR, I have to get it. But hey, welcome to Point Blank Travel, everyone. On this channel, we talk about credit. We talk about credit cards. We talk about points, miles, cashback, personal finance, and how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. If that's something you're interested in, do your boy a favor. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. Give a video a thumbs up. Share the channel with your family and friends. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. And without any further ado, you know what time it is. Let's roll, baby. Let's get down to business, man. And I don't own a barbershop, but what I am going to be doing is sharing my screen. We're going to jump right into this. We're not going to waste any time. Let me go ahead and pull this up. As you can see, we are going to be looking at the Wells Fargo Attune Card. And there's a card right there. Pretty nice looking card. It looks just like the rest of them. The only thing that's different is they'll have a different name. The autograph card, the reflect card, the Attune card. But with this card, let's start off with the welcome offer. New Wells Fargo Attune applicants will earn $100 cash rewards bonus after spending $500 in the first 3 months from account opening. I'm telling you, man, when I'm trying to hit the sign-up bonus, I'm not really worried about bonus categories. I'm not worried about maximizing opportunities. I'm more worried about how can I break down and get this extra $100 right here and only spend $500 that I'm going to spend anyway. I mean, whether you got to think about it, it is a cash rewards card, and I can't wait to talk about that part because that's going to really catch a lot of people off guard. It's going to really get your attention because it's going to catch you off guard. When it comes to Rod, I like to look, when I see cash rewards, I want to control the cash. I want y'all to keep that little phrase in your back pocket. I want to control the cash back. But right here, I'm getting $100 back, spending $500 in the first 3 months from account opening. Please, you're going to see different verbiage. You're going to see first 3 months or first 90 days. That's a difference. 3 months is 3 months. 90 days is 90 days. Some months have 30 days. Some have 31. You got 1 month with 28, 29, depending on if it's a leap year or not. Now, account opening is not the day you get the card. It's not the day you call and activate or go on your app or blow on it, kiss on it, or tap it. No, account opening is when you're approved for the card. Day, night, doesn't matter what time, whatever that date is. That is when your clock starts. If you can, with this, in this case, see if Wells will expedite the shipment of the card. I mean, you got 3 months to spend $500. That's like $150 a month. But what if this is a college student? What if this is someone that still live with their parents? What if this is someone that's just starting out? Anyway, let's get on, keep on going here. Now, some people may care about this here. I mean, whatever. But after you meet the spend requirement for the vote, Wells will donate $50 to Capital Link, a nonprofit that provides backup solar and battery power energy to medical facilities affected by power outages. I do like that. Now, I didn't read all of it when I looked at this. I just saw a donating $50. I get a little, when I see that word donating. I be really wanting to know where it's going to. But hey, like my mom told me a long time ago, man, once you give the money away, you can't control what the other people do with it. So if it's going to provide anything to medical facilities, I'm down with it because, man, now as long as they ain't charging people now, if I look at my bill and see a $50 charge per day because of the backup generator, your boy gonna have some questions anyway. Now, this is a no annual fee card. What does that mean? It's not gonna cost you anything to have this joint, man. I mean, no annual fee, ever. Now, I always talk about no annual fee and I talk about credit card emotions. There is no reason to get rid of this card ever. If they won't increase your credit limit, if you call 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, don't call 3 days because it's not going to happen. But if you call and they say, no, Rod, you're not ready. They're not going to tell you you're not ready. They're going to be like, well, they didn't give you a credit limit increase right now, but you could try back in whatever days. I will try. I haven't requested a credit limit increase in years, but when I used to, I finally realized after a couple opportunities or a couple different times, they're not going to give me one anyway. I just go apply for a different card, and more than likely, they're probably going to give me, let's say, just starting out $200, $500, maybe $1,000 credit limit increase. I can just go give me a whole new card with $1,000 limit and be rolling like Rush. Anyway, we're not gonna dwell on that. Now, what I want to do is come down here. This is what I want to look at some of the benefits now. It's not going to be a lot of benefits. No annual fee and benefits just really don't go together, but we are going to be able to maximize our opportunities, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. However, the Attune does feature a $600 in cell phone protection against damage and theft when you pay your monthly bill with the card, subject to a $25 deductible. So if you lose your phone or somebody steal it, they're going to give you $600. Now, if your phone was a grand or you had the iPhone like Rod 13, now I have the 15, I think, or whatever I got. It's not the 13. But anyway, if that phone was $1,000 and they're going to give me $600, I still got to have, if I want to buy it outright, I got to come up with $400 more. But keep in mind that $25 deductible, but you have to pay your bill with the card. Don't just think you never, ever use this card to pay your cell phone bill, and then something happened, and you want to call them. They go check, and you're going to be up the river without a paddle or whatever they say. Now, new card holders are eligible for 0% intro APR for the first 12 months from account opening. I don't get caught up in all these 19 and 24 and 29% because I try to teach everyone, try, if at all possible, pay your bill in full each month. Excuse me, I had to burp there. In full each month. Pay it in full. You don't have to. Who cares about the interest rate? But you will have a 0% introductory APR for 12 months. I would contact Wells, make sure there's no clause like if you don't pay it within 12 months, whatever your balance is, typically they will charge you interest on that. Some creditors will go back to day one. So make sure you double check that. And it is not the card to take abroad internationally, the Caribbean, Mexico, wherever you're going outside of the United States, because it does have a 3% international foreign exchange transaction fee. So please keep that in mind. Now, here's what everybody want to know about. Now, these categories, this is what caught my attention. I don't do a lot of credit cards because I'm not going to keep doing the same lives or the same videos over the same cards. But number one, 4% cash rewards across 3 types of purchases. I was like, okay, 4%. It got your boys' attention. 4% got my attention. But now I'm going to look over here and I'm going to say, wait a minute, Planet Friendly impact for purchases. I couldn't wait to see what this was. And then we got select sports, recreation, entertainment. Sounds like the Capital One Saver card to me. Sports, recreation, entertainment. Pretty good time to look at this card if You go to football games, if you go to college games, pro games, if you go to sports bars, if you go to wherever, your favorite dart bar and watch the game, whatever. And then notice I put on the thumbnail, what is everybody talking about these days? Self-care, self-love, self-improvement, self-motivation, self-whatever. Everybody's, and that's what we should be doing, because you can't care about nothing else if you don't care about you. So, hey, that's just a little note from ROD from PBT. But anyway, let's get down in here, man. All right. I've made this as big as I can make it. We're going to go over these planet-friendly purchases. Antique shops, I guess. But think about people that like to resell or collect antiques. Bus lines. I guess all the bus is electric now. I don't know, but hey, I don't care. I don't care how they came up with them. If I can benefit from it, I don't care if it's using a coconut to get around town. I don't care how it's doing it. Electric vehicle charging stations. I know emissions make sense. Other transportation services. This is probably going to be your Uber, your Lyft, your ride share services, your subways. I doubt if they talk about airplanes, maybe helicopters, I don't know, passenger railways, public transportation, including ferries, and select secondary stores and used merchandise. Your Goodwill, your Salvation Army, your other thrift stores, the Rod thrift store that's coming to a neighborhood near you soon. I'm just kidding, y'all. Your boy, but at least I don't think I am. All right, so that's your planet-friendly stuff. That's a lot of choices. Keep in mind, no annual fee, not costing us anything. 4% cash back sounded good to me, but boy, I know the rules. Sometimes it may sound too good to be true. So I'm holding on to mine. I ain't even wearing a hat today. I forgot I got my hair cut. Man, I missed my hat. Well, I'm gonna wear one anyway. I typically won't if I got a haircut. Anyway, back to the regular schedule program. Select sports, recreation, entertainment. All right, man, boy, right here. Now, this would have been a better car. You still got some time now, depending on where you live. If you're in Florida and Cali, you're probably good, but amusement parks, aquariums, and zoos, I like 2 out of 3 of those. I like the zoo and I like the aquarium. I don't care about no, I done been to all the Disneylands and Knott's Berry Farms and SeaWorlds and wherever else they got going on. I don't care. I went to Legoland. That had to be the worst. But I wish they would have man, my phone ringing. I wish they would have had a zoo with like little things. I mean, they probably do. I'm sure that's part of the aquarium. Trying to see who is that, but I think they should have something like with little things. I mean, I ain't gonna even get into that. That'll be on the points blank spirit. Bicycle shops, sales and services. I like that. I guess that's recreation. Billiard and pool establishments. I love shooting pool, boat rentals and leasing. Hey, I'm not gonna dwell on them. Bookstores, bowling alleys, cable and other television. Boy, they for real. They said recreation, campgrounds and trailer park, dance halls, studios and schools, DVD. Okay. Oh, that was funny right there. That one is funny, man. Hold on, let me send this here because I think this is somebody I was doing a business with. A business deal with earlier. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm just trying. There we go. All right. So now this is funny right here. I gotta highlight this one, y'all. I apologize for that too. DVD and video. Okay, is Blockbuster back open? And they didn't tell me. I can't even get it out. I guess they got some places like that. Maybe what they call a retro. I don't know, man. But I just can't see that being for real right there. But anyway, what up, man? What's up, man? Sig, what's going on, y'all? I'm coming back. I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm where I am. I can't even see the software for this. Gardening and floral, live shows and sporting events, movie theaters, music stores, music instruments, pianos. So not just where you buy music, which do they even have record stores? I guess they still have. I saw one a while back. Pet shops, public golf courses, recreation not elsewhere classified. So anything. Now, I wonder if you go to a marble store, sporting and recreational camp, sports supply, tourist attraction, and exhibit. And then for self-care, okay, that's kind of, but just in case we miss some, beauty and barbershops, gym memberships and fitness studios, hair and nail salons, health and beauty spas, massage parlors. Y'all, this is a lot. I mean, this is like closing your eyes, throwing a dart. I don't know what's up with me and darts today. I ain't played darts in like 20 years. But anyway, close your eye, throw a dart, and the whole board is a bullseye, and you can't miss. I mean, this is like a dart board where it's a bullseye. You cannot miss. Look at this. I mean, hell, it took me 10 minutes of the video just to read all that. But everywhere else, you're going to get 1% everywhere else. Wherever that is, I guess at the restaurants and stuff. Now, I don't care about all that. But now, here's what I want to see right here. Redeeming cash rewards. This is what a rubber meets the road for rod. But that's a tongue twister. Rubber meets the road for rod. All right. So, I could already tell you, when they start off with them 2 words, gift cards, I already know I ain't going to like it. I already know I ain't going to like it because, first of all, I think they always get me with the gift card because I never can get it exactly. You know, what if I didn't want to spend no money? Like, I go somewhere and somebody give me a $25 gift card, and what I want is $27.50. I don't want to spend $2.50. I want to get it for $25. Or I find it for $23, then I can't find nothing else for $2, and then I left $2 on the table, man. So I hate that. But in increments of 10, hey, did I pay y'all in increments of 10? Why I got to get my money in increments of 10? It just don't make sense to me. But anyway, past purchases. Now, this may be all right. Past purchases you've already made starting at $1, you must have enough rewards in your account, to cover the full purchase. Uh-oh, I like that. No, ain't no duh. So if you're, now I do this a lot, but I don't do it with redeeming for no stuff like no purchases. But let's say you made a purchase for $10, but you only got $8 worth of points. You can't do this because you got to have at least 10. It's not going to let you redeem $8 of the dollars and then pay the other 2 later on. And then, okay. PayPal checkout, that can work. I've been playing with that a lot lately. Statement credits towards your card, but I mean, you can't. I never do statement credits. But here's why. Here's why I don't like this. When I personally, Rod, everybody's not Rod. I understand that. But when Rod is dealing with cash back, the majority of the time it's going to include an investment. What do I mean by that? Let me unshare the screen and let me bring me on full fledged. When I do cash back, I'm looking at an investment. How can I take that 4% and turn it into 10, 11, 12, 25? If you're watching my other channel, Investing with Rod, I got the Dub Club, any investment making over 20% return on my money. And I have the Quarter Horse Club, any investment making over 25%. So all this statement credit and all that's not, for Rod, is not beneficial. For a person that just want to get cash back and subsidize and get free purchases, it's great. It's a great option. But for Rod, I'll take that extra step, meaning I'll get my cash back, let that cash back marinate a little bit, like some ribs. I always say that. And then when it's marinating, it's not only, what happens when you marinate meat? The flavor gets better and better and better. That's what I want my cash back to do. I want it to get better and better and better by becoming more and more and more. So I'm going to take, okay, you can cash out to your Wells account. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, Matt, appreciate that. I got to pull that up. Matt says you can cash out to your Wells account and then move it to an investing platform. Okay, see, I don't have a Wells account. So for me, that wouldn't work. But hey, for people that have Wells account, Matt Clausen, who is also a content creator, that is a great point right there. So please keep that. There it is, though you need a Wells account. And now typically, and what Matt is saying would work for Rob, because typically I would have a bank account, like all of my cards, my Citi cards, American Express card, Discover, Chase. I have bank accounts, checking, savings, or money market, some type of account associated with those cards. So that would work for me. Now, that's just a tidbit. So I'll give y'all an example. I took some cash back today. Well, it's still marinating, but I have probably 30 days before I have to take the first slab and put it on the grill. And what am I meaning by that? I went today to a place And pretty much, and I'm using cash back. I want y'all to follow along with me. I'm using cash back. Most of the cash back I'm using, I earn somewhere between 3% and 5% cash back. So perfect. 4% is right in the middle. And once I earn that cash back, I put it in a couple of different accounts. The quickest way for me was crypto, and probably the most, if you know what you're doing, tax-friendly way. Stocks, you got to sell it. You got to wait for it to settle. That could be 3 to 5 days. Then you got all this other mess, or dividends, ordinary income, blah, blah, blah. Do y'all know that I took cash back today? And keep in mind that some of the ribs are still marinating. And in 30 days, probably about 24 days, I'm going to take my first little slab and throw it on the grill. And what do I mean by that? I got a bedroom set, the bed, the dresser. I don't care about no mirror. I got enough mirrors in here. And my dresser is just going to be a TV stand with some little drawers just to pull out, throw clothes in there because I hang up most stuff. Y'all gonna crack up at this. Then I got a lazy boy because I don't like this sofa I bought. I bought me a sofa that got a oversized chase that's just too oversized. I can't get comfortable on the damn thing. And then the other part, I can't, well, it's all right, but I'll never sit over there. So I went and got me a recliner. It's not a lazy boy, I just say that, but I got a recliner that rocks and goes back and kick your feet up in the air. And then the dude said, "Hey, Robert, what kind of mattress you gonna get?" I said, "Oh, I can't say what I said." I said, "Oh, yeah, I guess I do need." So I got me a mattress, and then he said, "You gonna sleep on the floor? Or do we need a box spring?" I said, "God dang, dude, I gotta get out of here. You wearing me out, bro. You're wearing me out." So I'm gonna do a separate video on the dollar amount. It was astronomical and phenomenal, but I will tell you all this: my plan. Everything I just named, my plan out of pocket is to pay somewhere between $800 and $1,000 out of my pocket for everything I just named. That's the plan. Could be less, maybe more, but it won't be what I paid or what that little piece of paper said today. So, all right. Anyway, let me make sure it's nothing else that I want to read here. Hey, what's up, Devin? Make sure it's nothing else I want to cover. And nope. And it did. I didn't read this here earlier, but if you're thinking about other different cards, I do want to point this out real quick. If you don't mind rotating categories, you'll get 5% if you get the Freedom Flex or the Discovery It. If you do a lot with entertainment, I already said the Capital One Saver card, it'll give you 3% cash back on entertainment. Still not 4%. If you prefer a flat rate cash back, you got the City Double Cash. You got several flat rate cards that give you 2%. I'm not a fan of the double cash because you'll get 1% when you make the purchase and 1% when you pay your bill. But if you pay in full each month, it's no issue. So just wanted to go over that real quick. And I'm going to jump in these comments and see what everybody's saying. And hopefully everybody's having a good day today. And we got Edward said a points blank salute. What's going on, Edward? Salute, man. How you doing? Good to see you here. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in the chat. What's up, JR? How's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing great. I hope everybody else is having a great day as well. Oh, that's me. Somebody say happy win. That's me. Hello, Rod. How you doing tonight? I'm doing well. Vince says that I was able to catch the live singer. Hey, you too, man. Hope all is well, man. I didn't know you own a barbershop. No, I don't. I may one day, though. I used to value cash back, but once I was able to break through the points credit card, I started to value hotel stay, airline miles, and cards that offer both through their point policy. And I agree. We got 10 real homies in the crib, and I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming in. And please do me a favor. I cannot see who's here, but hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Also, share it out. Now, I want to talk about this. You're going to see acronyms. You're going to see little CCs and CLIs. I'll break those down for you. CC is credit card. So, Vince, now I will tell y'all most of the times, and I'm getting ready. I received a text from Shelton from Your Favorite Couple the other day, reminding me, and he was absolutely correct. I'm long overdue for What's in My Wallet video. But most of the times, I'll carry a cashback and a points and miles setup. And I typically run an 8 card. There have been times I ran an 11 card setup. And right now I know I'm at least running probably 8. Yeah, 8, because I took one out. I'm running an 8 card setup right now. But I will have a mixture of points and miles card and cashback cards because I'm doing a multitude of things right now. And I'm really testing the waters with a lot of stuff that's dealing with not only, and I'm getting ready to take points blank travel. Well, we've already started. And if y'all have been watching some of the videos, some of the live streams, I've talked about it. We're going to go to a whole different level. We're not going to just focus on credit cards. We're going to do, I don't have a percentage, but debit cards as well as credit cards, as well as points and miles, as well as cash back, because everybody, you don't have nobody's a one-stop shop, or this isn't a one-stop shop. Some people care about travel, some people don't. Some people care about points and miles, some people don't. So we're going to hit it all. And we got Sig said, hey, Rod, self-care, I'm listening. Yeah, man. And hey, and Sig is huge. So Sig do a lot of cruises and with that, and a lot of traveling actually, but with the cruises, now I know a lot of the stuff is quote unquote all inclusive. However, what if you're doing something that costs? You use this here to get 4% after a couple of cruises, and I'm just using Sig for example, after a couple of cruises, then you can actually maybe pay for a spa treatment or a massage or whatever. And we got my co-host from the Live and Direct show, one half of the Live and Direct with T and Rod's show. We got Event Yours, who has her channel, Event Yours, as well as T Connect with her and her husband, Pretty Timmy. Said, what's up, Rod? And hello, everyone. Hello, Edward, Sig, J.R. Hill, Vince. And Vince said, eventually, I went back and started canceling those cards that didn't offer points and was charging monthly or annual fees. And nothing wrong with that. You know, now I like this comment because I want to tackle this. I don't want to say attack it. I want to tackle it. All right. So he went back and he went back. Now that right there, I'm going to dissect this one sentence or however many sentences this is, but I'm going to dissect this. Eventually, he went back. My first question to Vince, how far did you go back? And he started canceling cards that didn't offer points and miles. Did they have another benefit? And they were charging monthly or annual fees. Understandable. A lot of cards that charge annual fees will give you perks that could offset the annual fee and will give us an effective annual fee. So we're going to go ahead and dissect that. I'm going to break this down in probably, I'm going to say 90 seconds. All right, I went back. How far back? Because there is a part of your credit score called your average age of accounts. How long have you had your credit? That will affect your score. If you cancel one of your older cards and it has, say, a $95 annual fee, you can afford it. You don't have an issue, but you cancel it because you're not using it. You may not physically be using it, but psychologically, credit scoring, all other ways, you are using this card. You're not physically pulling it out and making purchases, but this card is keeping your credit score up so you're able to get the cards that you are using. Hopefully you feel me. Moving on. Canceling those cards didn't offer points and miles. Did they offer cash back? Were you able to take those cash back, the cash back you earned, again, let it marinate like the reels I talked about earlier, and offset a trip, pay it with cash back, and still benefit like you would points. Moving right along. Annual fees, perks. Let's take an effective annual fee. And I'm just going to use an example. Say you have the Amex Gold card. It has a $300 annual fee. Y'all, this is not, I'm just using just round numbers. It has a $300 annual fee. It has a $100 annual, you'll get a $300 annual fee, but you'll get a $100 credit for growth, some eating out. You'll get a $100 credit for Uber. That's $200. You'll get a $50 credit for Saks Fifth Avenue. That's $250. Now, how much is your actual annual fee? $300 minus the $250 they're giving you back in perks. Your effective annual fee is now $50, not $300. So now that's what I would ask Vince. A little longer than 90 seconds, but y'all get the point. Moving right along. They tried to threaten me with loss of credit history, but I already knew it reflected on my history for the next 2 years. Keep in mind, not so much the case, Vince. Now, boy, Vince is bringing us some good stuff here. 12 real homies in the crib. Thank y'all for being here. And I do have my Starbucks. Let me get a little squig of this. I'm showing my country ways here. All right. Now, 2 years is not your credit history. 2 years is for inquiries. When you inquire or make it a credit inquiry, they check your credit, they do a hard pull. It's going to be on your credit for 2 years. Now, your credit history is somewhere, it could be 7 to 10 years. Typically, it's 7. I have seen things fall off before the 7-year period, but keep in mind, 2 years is inquiries, history is 7. Those are the two numbers to go by. Sig is showing love to event yours. Matt says that Attune is fantastic and you can move all that cash back to points for the small list of partners. Okay, y'all, this is huge right here. And this is someone, Matt has a card. He said you can move the cash back to points and for the small list of their transfer partners. Now, I can tell you this sounds like a Chase card because with Chase cards, my ultimate reward points are technically they're points, but they're technically cash back. But I can move those points over to my Sapphire Preferred card and use those points to travel, or I can redeem the points for cash back. Thank you. Hey, Matt, thank you, man. Matt, I got to have you on the show, man. I got to have you on here. Biggest bookstore in the world codes as 4% and isn't a bookstore anymore. Wow. Talk to me, man. What is it? I don't even go to bookstore. I don't even have a card. What I'm talking about, talk to me. Talk to the people there. That last Blockbuster in Oregon is holding stroll. Man, you know what? I rode by one the other day that used to be one. There's not one anymore. It cracked me up. Matt, Blockbuster. Yeah, there's one left in Oregon, man. That's why I love these live streams. I'm telling you, I have yet to do a live stream while they learn stuff. I didn't even know they had another Blockbuster still open. The Attune's my Amazon card. Okay, so you treat it like, and I like that because, man, you can get everything I just named on there is on Amazon. Massage parlors, which ones, regular or happy ending? I would think, I don't know. I don't know if it's yours. I'll talk offline. But I will. Event yours is also, along with Devin, is also a channel member as well. But I would say when they go to get their little merchant stuff to how people pay, I don't think they don't put the happy in it or the regular. So they probably just go put massage or whatever. You can cash out to your Wells. Okay, man, we already read. Oh, what up, Devin? What's going on, Devin? Good to see you, man. Hey, Rod, how are you? I am doing well. And we got Z Education LLC. She also has a YouTube channel as well and does interviews. And pretty good topics. I'm trying to remember the name of the. Hey, see if you can put the name of your channel in here because now this whole I know it's not Z Education LLC. It's something else, man. I can't remember, but the name. But I know I'm subscribed to it. She says good info. And Devin said I was thinking of this card for self-care. But I can get 3% on health and beauty, which includes haircuts with my Venmo card. Yeah, 3% is not 4%, but if you're cool with that 3%, that's cool, man. That's cool. As long as you're good with that, that is cool. And what's up? What's up? We got Letitia in the house. Say, hey, Rod, how you doing? Letitia, how are you doing? Glad to have you here. And Matt, if you shop on Amazon all the time, there's the Amazon cards for 5% for Prime members and 5% on the Affinity Cash back for all members and Chase Freedom and Discovery quarterly. Yeah. But the only thing with that, Devin, and I see what you're saying. I see where you're going, but I want to count this real quick. So we got, if you shop at Amazon, you got the Amazon card. So that's one card because you're going to probably have a Prime or the regular. And then you got the Affinity card, whatever that is. I've heard of it, but I don't think that's part of Prime. Then you got the Chase Freedom. And so you got 4 cards to do what you're saying, but you could theoretically have the one Wells Fargo Attune card and get 4% and not have to keep up with all this. Me, I would do what Devin said. I would have all these and keep up with different things and maximize and get to 5%. Everybody's not into that. Some people would rather just get 4% across the board and be cool with it. Also, please keep in mind with a lot of these cards, you do not, like with the Wells card, you do not have to have an account with Wells Fargo. You can still apply. And Devin, this is all true. The 4% is regardless of Prime membership, is constant and uncapped. But yeah, though, see, is that I didn't even read that, but that's yeah. Also, let's set something up. Matt, see, man, closed mouths is don't get fed. Okay, the channel is Education LLC podcast. Okay, there it is. Podcast is So Free and Single with Z. There it is. So Free and Single, and I will be on that one. It's some pretty good topics, man. I think I'm gonna pick 2 topics. I think that's what I said. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. So, man, there it is, man. Now, keep in mind, when I do these, for the people that this is your first time here, you're watching the replay, and you're going to be in future lives, I'll put a topic that I'm thinking about or a card that I'm thinking about. But we could talk about any card that you've heard about. We could talk about any points and miles question, any credit question that you have. Notice I just talked about the things with Vince's comment about the different things that can affect your credit score, your 2 years for the inquiries. You know, all of that is part of becoming a master of your craft. And you know, one of the reasons I wanted to move over to debit cards is some people, let's say everybody, credit is not for everybody. Everybody don't care about having credit cards. There's a lot of fears out there, a lot of perceptions out there about credit cards. So you also have a lot of people out there that can't get a credit card, but they want one. So are they going to do like Rod did and wait for 7 years back, whatever year it was, way back when, until my credit is where I can get the good cards? Or are we going to get people in this game now? So when they are credit score ready, we're going to already have them mentally ready to be able to move forward without any hiccups, without any missteps. So that's kind of why I want to focus on some of the cashback debit cards, or do some of the secure credit cards. I've done several videos on that, but I do want to revisit some, maybe do a couple of live streams where we're talking about secure cards. Right now, one of my favorite cards in my wallet is my PayPal debit card. It's not even a credit card. Didn't even have to do a credit pull. And I'm getting 5% back at grocery stores. I can do gas station, grocery stores, I think restaurants, but I either choose gas or groceries. I don't eat out that much. So, but there it is, man. What that was. But there it is. Boy, I'm having all kind of stuff going on in this live, man. Speaking of that, man, it is good. I'm loving this new setup, because instead of having to relocate from where I was to my studio at my last location, now I basically just keep this little setup here and just jump my happy butt from over there to right over here. And I ain't no step, well, maybe 3 steps involved, maybe 5. But David says, I found out recently that if you have cards converting to new banks, your credit score can take a hit due to a remark by the issuer. Really? So you found out that if you have cards convert, okay, so your card, that don't make sense. Your card that is converting to a new bank. So you have a card, let's just say it used to be with, and I'm just calling out a name, used to be with Synchrony, and then it moved to Capital One. If Synchrony put a note or a remark somewhere, and then Capital One leaves the remark there, that can affect your credit score. How? I mean, what that got to do with the price of tea in China? Whatever issue you have had with the previous credit card issuer, you've already taken a credit hit. I mean, if you were late on a payment, I guarantee you took a credit score hit. If you went over the limit, I'm sure you took a credit score hit. If your credit utilization was high, you already took a hit. So this sounds like, Devin, you got to elaborate, because this sounds like a little double jeopardy here. I mean, if your credit score is impacted when you made the initial mistake, why is a remark left by a previous bank going to affect your relationship with the new bank, but more importantly, going to affect your credit score, which is going to affect all banks? Makes no sense, man. Boy, you got to tell me, email me, text me, or whatever. Don't text me right now. Text me after the live, though. And then because I got to get more of what you're talking about. Got to get more. So credit card, let me see if there's anything else that I may want to touch on while I have people here. How long we been on here? I don't want to go over an hour. We're at 41 minutes. All right, y'all bear with me here. Let me just see if I see anything else. Oh, wow. I'll probably post an article I see out to the channel members tonight or tomorrow, how I transition from cashback rewards to my points and miles card strategy. Wow. I'm definitely, that will be posted between tonight and tomorrow morning to the channel members on the community tab. Sometimes I'll post to the public. Sometimes, most of the time, I post to the channel members. So I like that. I'm not going to discuss that, because that's I'm going to probably do a video on it, but after I post it. Let me see if I see anything else. No. So, hey, this is the last call for comments, because I don't really see anything. Matter of fact, I have a question for the people that are in here. Does anyone have a card that they're looking at right now for maybe, say, start going back to school or getting ready for the holiday period, or and not necessarily planning for a trip or planning for a vacation? Maybe you are, but is anyone out there looking for a card that could benefit them in the future? Oh, here, let me sit here. I found out on Credit Karma, okay, a few days ago, that my Equifax went down 68 points due to my gym card. Oh, no, man. Now, okay. I may have the answer for you, Devin, boy. Yo, I mean, it only took me probably 10 seconds to kind of dissect this real quick, but it comes from years of becoming a master of my craft. First of all, you found out via a third-party company. Nothing wrong with Credit Karma and all that. But I would see what Equifax says. I mean, you're getting your Equifax report through Credit Karma to you. That's just too many people involved. That's number one. Now, it went down 68 points. Your credit score went down 68 points. That's a lot. It's not a lot if you're a 500 and you go to 432. You ain't really tripping. But I like that. Matt said he wish he had $20,000 expensive for the. Yeah, I wouldn't even touch that. I'm gonna pull that up in a sec. But if you're say a 750 or a 720 and you go down 68 points, now you're mid-tier 650, where you were what a lot of people look at as golden over 720. So that could be huge. Now, it was due to your GM cards converted from Goldman Sachs to Barclays. More to it than that, Devin. Here's what I would highly recommend, y'all, and this is why you want to come to Points Blank Travel, because I'm about to get Devin. If he went to any kind of place that was a business that told him how to do this here, I guarantee they would charge him somewhere between $250 and $1,000 for the information I'm about to give all of y'all for free. What I would do is I would call them, because I guarantee you, it sounds like when Goldman Sachs, when they had the cards, I don't know how many cards you had. I know more than one. But you said cards, which let me know it's plural. But they probably, let's say you had these cards, an average of 5 years. I'm just going to say an average. You may have had 1 10 years, 1 2 years, and so much. But out of all the cards, so you got 3 or 4 cards, you had it for an average of 5 years. When they converted them to Goldman Sachs, did Goldman Sachs start the clock? I mean, from Goldman Sachs to Barclays, did Barclays start the clock over from 5 years to no years? Meaning, yes, we converted from Goldman Sachs, where I had 5 years worth of credit history over which it shouldn't matter any. This shouldn't matter either. I'm just trying to give you some hope, because this shouldn't matter, to Barclays, which is now showing this is new credit. 5 years, 0 years. Average age of accounts. That's the only thing that would halfway make sense with this. All right, so Matt says, these business cards, they're welcome offers. I've hit a couple of them, but it's some I've missed. I should have did videos on those, because they're kind of astronomical. And at the time, Points Blank Travel wasn't a business that had expenses where I needed to spend $8,000, $10,000, $20,000. I still don't have expenses where I need to do that. So right now, I'm waiting to see if there are any changes to the Sapphire Preferred and the Freedom cards. Yeah, I've switched to primarily a Chase ecosystem. I will give y'all a little insight to my what's in my wallet video. I am running a Chase trifecta. No, actually, maybe. Yeah, I know I'm running a Chase, meaning I have 3 Chase cards in my wallet, maybe more, but I know I have 3. So I'm really working hard on my Chase Ultimate Reward points. Amex, I mean, I know the Sapphire Reserve, the annual fee just went up, but I ain't going to even say nothing because I think that's why all these annual fees keep going up, because there's so many people talking about them and so many people promoting cards with it. I mean, supply and demand. Demand for credit cards are high because people are now realizing all these perks and things you can get. More people are talking about them. There's a supply of them out there. The demand's high. The demand's high. They keep raising the prices. People keep paying, and it's just a big old cycle. I'm waiting to find out that on my reports. I check my sprint report every day. Okay, cool. There you go. Yeah, I'm curious to see, man. I'm curious to see. And experience is one thing, but regardless to what experience says, Devin, Equifax is still down with 68 points. That fact is not negated. So it's still down. I mean, that's just me though. I mean, do it your way. All right, y'all. Well, man, we got 9 real homies still in the crib. Y'all don't have any questions? I do have some interesting topics, and now and the benefit of this little new space I'm in is going to really benefit the viewers because it doesn't take me as much time to prepare to do a live or to prepare to do a video. I could be thinking about a video at 11 o'clock at night, jump right over here. I'm using everything's different. Camera's different. I don't have to charge any batteries. You ain't heard me say, I don't know why, the battery died. Hey, none of that. Everything's moving like that now. So that just means more content, more production, more content for the viewers, more information. But I'm not going to be repetitive and do a video, 3 videos a week talking about the same one card. I'm not doing that. It's just not happening. That's why if you look at my videos, they may be spread out because if I don't see the news, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to do 7 videos on the Navy Federal credit card or the Capital One. Do I know the game? Yeah, I can do that. But am I benefiting Rod or am I benefiting the people? And I want to benefit the people. That's the whole reason of me being here. So with that being said, man, I'm going to get ready to raise up. If y'all don't have any more comments or questions, it's time for me to ride, man. Ride into I can't say the sunset, the sun been down, but get ready to get out of here and chill out. Probably, I don't know what I'm doing. See, maybe it's y'all got me some new stuff. Whatever. I finally got me a smart TV, and then I got this Fubo app. FUBO, and I don't even know what it all. I got it for one ball game. I know Dallas played tomorrow night. Not that I'm a Cowboy fan, but I just want to see what happened. So, all right, let me see what Devin said. Devin says, so I can mostly hit the SUB or the sign-up bonus. I'm waiting for another couple months to try for the choice privilege select MasterCard for Christmas shopping. Okay. Now, Devin, so the choice. Now, do you stay at Choice Hotels or is just a card you want to add to your arsenal? I'm curious. I know you've been doing some traveling, and it's cool to do the Christmas shopping, but are you going to be staying at Choice Privileges? And y'all, I don't always do that just because somebody put a comment. I have a question. I'm just curious. Devin's been rocking with me since I first started, so I have a personal relationship with him. All right, y'all, I'm going to give Devin a few seconds to answer that question. Is he going to be staying at Choice Properties? Choice is a hotel program. Or is he just maybe getting it for future travels next year, 2 years from now? People are planning all the time. So with that being said, I know last live stream or a couple live streams ago, I was talking about a trip to Las Vegas or Belize. And I still don't know where I'm going. I want to go somewhere, and I'm going somewhere. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to go ahead and do the What's in My Wallet video, because I'm going to show y'all how I'm making preparations for this trip. And it is, it's going to be quite, when you see the title, and it's going to be simple. I'm planning for my next trip. How I'm planning for my next trip. It's going to be something simple. But it's going to be a combination of points, miles, converting points to miles, and cash back. It's gonna be the whole shebang. So Y'all gonna get a chance, and it's probably gonna be more than it's probably gonna be a multi-part series because it's gonna be different. And I don't want to make it long. I want to have it chopped up so people can actually enjoy it. Well, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to raise up. Uh-oh, I just seen another comment. Okay, you want to get the card for unexpected visit due to health, like I did 3 months ago for free. Okay, gotcha. See, that's what I'm saying. And you know, I like that, man. And the reason I asked that question, because a lot of people that are in the points and miles or the cashback game, a lot of times, like when I first started, I didn't have a plan. When I first started, I was just accumulating. I didn't have a strategy. And there's nothing wrong with that, because when I finally got a plan, I was already ahead of the game because I had all these points and miles and stuff. But now, typically when I'm accumulating points, cash back, whatever, maybe not so much cash back, but points and miles, it's a strategy. I'm working on something. I'm working on a trip to Vegas, or I know that the Venetian is part of the World of Hire program. So I know I want to start stacking. I could stack World of Hire points at 2 times the points at restaurants, but why do that when I can get 3 times the points at restaurants with the Chase Freedom Flex, Freedom Unlimited, or the Sapphire Preferred, and transfer those points to Hyatt, get 1 extra point per dollar spent? Makes more sense if you ask me. So that's just the Venetian. Then when it comes to my flight, I'm going to look at a 2-headed monster. Possibly we're going to find out in the live stream series that I do for you guys. Will I do it with the Chase travel portal and only use Chase points? Will I continue to use my city custom cash card, where I'm going to be transferring those points over to American? Will I do a combination of the two? Stay tuned. We don't know. I guess we'll find out together. And cashback is going to be my spending money. It's going to be my spending money while I'm there. And I'm also going to look at cash versus point options. So if I get a better deal with cash on, say, the Venetian, I know it was 168, 2 of the nights I wanted to stay there each night. It was a better deal than the points. I do the cash back. So that's all part of when you hear me say strategy. And I'm going to take y'all along on the journey. Well, with that being said, man, I'm going to get ready to raise up. Do me a favor if you haven't already done so. Subscribe to this joint, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that little subscribe button. There is a bell notification right next to it. Make sure you click it, tap it. It's going to default to personalized. Well, I found out through trials and tribulations, personalized meaning they ain't going to send you nothing. That's what they should put, nothing. But I don't know why they don't do that. But anyway, personalized, I guess you got to go do something else because I didn't do nothing else. But if you want to get notifications, go up 2 spots, select all. You're going to get all notifications for Points Blank Travel or any of my other channels. After that, make sure you hit like on this video. Hit that. That is the thumbs up. Hit that. It helps the video get pushed out for people that may be looking for information like this. The most important one is sharing it out. When I say share, I don't mean necessarily a community tab or click a link and just send it to your homeboy, your homegirl, your friend, your cousin, your cousin's cousin. I mean, when I say share it, if you might not even share it tomorrow, you might share it next month. You might say, well, I'm gonna watch about 3 videos and 2 live streams or 1.5 live stream. Then I'm gonna share this because then I'll have a little knowledge under my belt, and I could tell people. Here's an example. When I share a channel, hey man, there's this couple, your favorite couple. And when I first saw them, they were very likable, but now I know why they're your favorite couple, because they went from just being 2 cool people that I've had the opportunity to meet to showing people how to travel on cruises, road trips. They're traveling, they're going on a cruise every other month and maximizing and enjoying life, seeing all these different places. Man, y'all may want to check that channel out, especially if you're thinking about a cruise soon. Oh, what'd you say the name of that was? Right, Your Favorite Couple. Hey, put it in your notes. That's how I share a channel. I'm not just going to send a link. What is this? I talked to Rob, man. I don't remember what this is. Delete. That's how it go down, man. But if I share why I'm telling them about this channel, maybe that's what I should start saying. Don't just share the channel. Share why you're sharing the channel. That's it from now on. So subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Hit the thumbs up. and share why you are sharing the channel. That's too much to say. We're going to have to come up with something else. That's take too long. Anyway, all right. David says, hold up. My mom had to spend about $325 for 2 nights when I was in the hospital, 2 hours from my house. Wow, y'all hear that? She had to spend $325 for 2 nights. I'm not a mathematician, but that's about what, $162.50 a night? Yeah, no, 160, whatever. Y'all get it. I think it is $162.50. I'm pretty quick with math. All right. Then he said, that's how I came up for that reason for unexpected visits. Have a great night. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that. So now he's going to accumulate his points. So if that happens, he's not going to have to come out of the pocket right here with $325. He's going to come out the pocket with points that he's accumulating from everyday spend. That's what I'm talking about. Speaking of which, let me see something. I noticed something earlier. I don't think it's on there. No, it's not. Because I found some, man, and I didn't know it was on this program, but Super Chat. I thought my applause was on there, but it's on a different software. But anyway, man, that makes sense, Devin. Makes total sense. All right, y'all. Well, y'all know what time it is. It's time for Rod to make it do what it do. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. It is hump day. Hope you have a blessed and prosperous week. Hope this thing don't start playing no audio. There we go. And I'm going to get ready to get out of here, man. Remember, man, as always, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I can guarantee you. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, dropping more fire, dropping more knowledge, but more importantly, showing you how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. Make sure you check out the other channels on the Points Blank Network. You do have the Points Blank Experience. I do have a Monday, September 8th collaboration with Tanya from Event Yours. We are going to be talking about, is it real or faker than a $3 bill? We just talk about whatever's on our mind over there. Also, check out Investing with Rod, where I show you how to invest on a budget. I don't touch your money. You're not sending it to me, and I'm not sending it nowhere. I just talked about it earlier. I don't even do third parties. So you only have $1, $2, $5, $20 to invest. I'm going to show you what I'm doing to invest and how I'm out buying cars and furniture and TVs and all that, and letting my investments actually let me enjoy my fruits of my labor that I once did. So with all that being said, man, y'all have a good one. I will be coming at y'all soon. Much love. Peace. I'll holla. See y'all later. Much love, y'all.